Hello and welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man that is currently enjoying some delicious iced coffee from inside his homemade sauna. It's Nicholas Rehak.
That's the only way I like my coffee is ice cold.
Have you ever drank hot coffee inside a sauna?
No, I have not. I think that'd be too much.
It is too much, right? It's just, if I walked into a sauna and someone was enjoying a really hot cup of coffee with no creamer inside of a sauna, I might leave.
If there's a hardcore second guess there for sure. I mean, just like, what are you doing? Are you okay?
I mean, to each their own, right? It's billions of people on this planet. We have our own vibes, but I just don't ever want to be that guy.
That's too much confidence. I appreciate confidence. Self-love, everything like that. But that's a step too far. That's like the same person that can hold a conversation on the phone, like an important one, while using the bathroom in public.
Wow.
Like those are two very like neck and neck kind of things to me.
You know who I'm very envious of? They are party hosts who can engage in one-on-one conversation while not looking flustered that there's 40 other people that they should be entertaining.
That's a good host.
Like, I was at a function the other day, and it was just kind of tough because there's so many people floating around. And I'm squirrely to begin with, so it's just like so many people I gotta talk to.
Yeah.
Hey, how's the weather? Oh yeah. Oh hey, what's over here? Here's some cantaloupe. I just terrible. Just fall apart.
Cantaloupe.
Towards the end of it, I was just laying in my lawn.
Cantaloupe, just all around you, the rinds.
Hey, like lemons and like, oh gosh, what's the deal with lemons? You can't
No,
squeeze the juice in people's eyes.
There's citrus coma.
You know what's great about lemons? You can cut them. You can use them to float. You can be saved by citrus, like Mitch Hedberg says. Lemons might be the most versatile fruit.
Yeah, easily. Name an application that you couldn't use it in. Cleaning. People use lemon juice type things. Hair care products.
Yeah.
Drinks. Food.
The one thing I don't like is when you get calamari and someone just douses them in lemon to begin with and doesn't give you an option. That's when it goes a little far.
Yeah. You're like, no, I want to make that choice myself. And apparently you're not even supposed to use the lemon on there. You're supposed to use it to wash your hands afterward.
Wow. So you know what? I never use the lemon. I know people who just douse it. So never lemon for the group and then you know what? Eating calamari, you can douse your hands and then you can put the rest in your water.
Yeah. Anytime I'm out at a restaurant and they ask, do you want a slice of lemon with your tea or water? I used to say no. But the wife, huge fan of lemon. So I'm like, yeah, let me get one. And the glass didn't even reach the table. She's already picked it off and put it in her cup. I'm like, at least wait till it hits the table and ask. I know it's yours. I got it for you, but ask the table.
That's like me and pickles. Megan always takes my pickles.
I hate pickles, so I'm all for that.
I'm not about to eat it. I don't miss it. But it's just the recognition of thank you for doing this.
Yeah.
And then she squirts pickle juice in my eye.
Oof, it's the worst.
Yeah.
What would you rather have in your eye, pickle juice or lemon juice?
Probably lemon juice because pickle juice smells.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
If pickle juice gets on your clothes, it's lights out. If lemon gets on your clothes, it's very refreshing.
That's true. It's crisp.
Yeah.
Anybody got any limes around here? We can really
zazz
it up.
The only time I ever want... Oh, no. Wait, no. Like, the only time... And what's worse if it's like a Bloody Mary with a pickle that goes on your shirt. Then it's just... then it's game lights out. Can't do it. So,
go back home.
I'm really happy we're having this conversation because in this episode we're doing, the whole premise is that we're on our island that we created on the movie soundtrack draft, and it's in the Purple Rain draft, and it's in the Jumping in Slow Motion draft, and it's been every single episode we've ever done, Nicholas Rehak. And the premise of this episode, you kind of dropped it on me, and we kind of fine-tuned it, we tweaked it to we're on our island, and a meteor is coming towards Earth. The Armageddon ship has failed. The Deep Impact ship has failed. We don't have Superman. This isn't Moonfall. Patrick Wilson's not going up there and taking the moon and then fighting the meteor. Meteor Man's not going to help us. We're doomed, right? Nick, we're doomed.
It's the end. This is the end. It's the world's end.
The only hope that we have is that engineers from all over the world basically figured out exactly where it's going to land, and they dug a 500-mile tunnel that slowly gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. So they're hoping that when it collides, it slowly pieces apart as it goes towards the Earth core. So that's our one hope. But there's a good wind today, so I'm pretty sure we're dead.
Probably.
Yeah. So we have hope, but it's not looking good, right?
It's not great.
So the premise of today's episode is we're inside. There's horrible electrical storms because meteors bring horrible electrical storms. So we can't be outside enjoying our island. Like we can't be out on a hammock on our last day. We can't be out surfing. We can't be out plucking delicious coffee or dancing to jock jams. Right?
Only.
You also have a horribly sprained ankle. So you can't go traversing. You can't dance to jock jams. You're stuck in your room, your house, because if you step outside, you're getting blasted by lightning, and you don't want to go out yet. You're stuck inside. You have some delicious coffee though. You've actually opened up one of your, you've been making bourbon, but you had to open up one of your barrels a little early, so the whiskey is a little harsh, a little too much corn, like Garrison Brothers out of Texas, little corn heavy. You're enjoying it though. You got coffee. You have your dumbbells. You have everything you need in there. You have your posters up. I don't know how you got a plane crash and you got them. So you're perfect, but you're fine. You also have your Blu-ray 4K player, your TV, and you have 3 movies to watch. So we're watching 3 movies before the meteor destroys the Earth while we're on our island.
Yeah, I tell you what, way harder than sometimes I get emotional thinking about this list. I nearly rolled a tear at one point. I'm like, there's almost too much thought put into this list because there's so much to consider.
Yeah.
Like, what's even your criteria? What do you base it off of? Why are you watching it? Or there's so much to consider. So it's like, I'm really, really interested to know what you picked and why. I think the why is going to be more like really than like the actual pick itself. Pick itself is going to be great. Don't get me wrong. But the why behind it, I think is just as, if not more important.
I feel like you and I sort of set each other up because, but hey, you know what would be fun? A Purple Rain Daft Punk draft where we just pick draft songs. But then I realized the importance of the Purple Rain soundtrack and I immersed myself in research.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a lot of research that goes with this. And with this one, I really had to do some soul searching. You can't just pluck them out of the air. And I immediately figured a few things. I wasn't going to go ironic. I was not going to watch a Deep Impact or Armageddon. That's like drinking milk in a phone booth on a hot day. It's just a bad idea.
Yeah.
I didn't want to watch like a classic love story. I'm not watching The Notebook. I'm in this, we got our parrots with us, the birds, we're hanging out.
Mm-hmm. But the gulls, they're just hanging.
I'm not,
we've taught them how to shush, so they're enjoying the movie.
Watch the movie. So we're, it's like I don't want anything sweepingly romantic. Like to me, you are perfect. Right. Love means never having to say you're sorry and just that kind of stuff. And I wish I could quit you and all that kind of stuff.
So I can kiss you anytime I want.
It's like. So you can't, none of that. I don't want any of that.
No.
And so then, I just got to thinking about, I didn't want movies that would make me feel down either. Like I didn't want movies that took me to really dark places. I'm not watching I Saw the Devil on my last night.
Yikes.
I'm not watching anything by Park Chan-wook. Old Boy is not going to do it for me. So, yeah, I'm not doing Italian neorealism. I'm not doing French New Wave. Like I love Breathless, but I'm not watching it on my last day. So, German Expressionism, nah, get out of here. So,
nope.
So for me,
Gaspar Noé, take a seat.
Lars von Trier,
pump those brakes.
We're not watching Antichrist tonight, people.
Chaos can reign somewhere else.
I would just sit there with my palms against my forehead going, this is a bad idea. All the parrots
Especially
leave.
That opening scene with, everything you got going on in your life right now. That would be.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. All the gulls fly out. They're like, what are you doing to us? So it's.
You learned how when it's over.
Have you known how to talk this whole time? Get us when the next movie comes on. The electrical storm hits them.
Stay away from scissors.
The electrical storm's better than this. Zap. Worth it. Zap. I do it again. What's going? What? Zap. What are you, Zoot? What are you, Thor?
Harder. What?
And then like 10 minutes later, it's still here. Can you turn it down?
Water. I'm getting thirsty.
I can't move. I don't want to listen to this. Turn it down. Put your Bluetooth headphones on. Seagull's out there just trying to enjoy Antichrist, Seagull. So yeah, that my correct. So do you want to hear the first movie I picked?
Yes.
And I'll do my the movies I considered last. So then they're all a surprise when I pick, except for the one I pick. The
Okay.
one nice thing is since we're picking 3 movies and millions of movies have been made, we're not going to pick movies that like don't send us an angry message going like why didn't you pick 12 Angry Men? Because we literally had to leave out 99.999999999% of movies. So these are 3 that appeal to us.
Mm.
So my first pick, and this was tough, but I figured this would put me in a good headspace for the rest of the day, and it's 2007's The Darjeeling Limited.
Oh, it was in my 5. It was so close. I love that movie, dude.
And the
Great pick.
reason is because of the end. When they are running for the Bengal Lancer at the end, and some people make fun of this scene, and it makes me so annoyed. But when they just let go of their baggage, they're
Literally.
letting like I love that representation of it.
Yeah.
This is very expensive baggage. Their initials, it weighs them down. It reminds them of the past. They can't move on. They're all fractured. They're all broken. Some of their faces are broken. It's just they let go of their baggage
Yeah.
and they are just able to move on. They actually, like, let's go get a drink, let's smoke a cigarette at the end.
Yeah.
They're all happy. Also, you have a wonderful soundtrack. You got the Kinks, you got Rolling Stones. So, you got some solid music on there.
Yeah. And some great Bollywood music too. Typewriter, tip, tip, tip. I'm for it.
Absolutely. And it's just a good soundtrack. But the main thing for me is this is my last night. And so, my whiskey's not as great as it should have been. The electrical storm took out my Nespresso machine. So I have to use a fire to heat up my water to make my coffee, which is still great. I can still do like a Chemex, my muffins turned out pretty good despite the lack of power. I found a way in my last day of living. I figured out how to heat up muffins without an oven.
Yeah.
And so
nailing it. And it's one of the things you're like, isn't that ironic?
Yeah. Don't you think?
Yeah. A little too ironic.
It's like rain.
But it's a meteor.
It's like buying the house of your dreams and then getting it smashed by a gigantic meteor the week later.
Like less than 24 hours later.
It's like paying off all your school loans and then having the earth be obliterated by. But yeah, so I just want to do that. I want Darjeeling Limited. It feels right. But mainly, listen, I love the journey, the literal journey and the metaphorical journey. I don't know. I don't know. Also, I don't want to bring that up. It's really dark. But between Royal Tenenbaums and Darjeeling Limited, the Wilson brothers are really good at one certain aspect and coming back from it. But it's just, I think there's a catharsis to it and just letting go of your luggage. Yeah. And so for me, I really want that scene. And also, just the beginning of the day and you're just kind of like, all right, I'm going to let go of my luggage. I am going to forget about this meteor. I'm going to hope that 500-mile tunnel works. They're actually digging more. They're actually at about 600. Like, they're going all for it. But the wind's picking up, so it's probably going to miss. But, yeah, that's Darjeeling Limited, Wes Anderson, 2007. And
such a great pick.
And, his movies have always provided a weird catharsis for me. I wouldn't say Isle of Dogs or Grand Budapest did, but Bottle Rocket, Rushmore, the loneliness, the depression, I think it's always spoken to me. And just watching, all these years, these people are really laid down by the past, a lot of these characters, and a lot of their positions. And then this is a movie where they just let it go, and it makes me happy. So I'm picking Darjeeling Limited.
What a great pick, and what a great way to start this list off.
I had to go somewhat lucid for our first pick.
You got to. Sometimes you just got to.
All right, what's your first pick?
My first pick, I'm thinking just had lunch. It's probably 2:00. We're going to throw this on.
What'd you have for lunch?
You know what I mean?
What'd you have for lunch?
I had some of those muffins because they were delightful. And the Gauls had brought back some extra fish. And I'm like, all right, here we go. So nice little fish and chips, if you will.
Whoa. So pre-electrical storm, they brought back like some delicious fish.
We barely got it in. I mean, barely. Just barely.
And the potatoes you got from the other side of the island just in time.
Yep. Just came back from the bungalow in the north.
Yep.
Came down, so this way we have a nice view of the lagoon in the distance with the screen.
Oh man. Are you gonna Taya Leone with the seagulls?
No.
Have you seen Deep
Because I don't get the reference.
In Deep Impact when Taya Leone and her dad are hugging and the wave just levels them? And he's like, don't look, just hug me. And then they get smacked by the wave on the beach.
Yeah.
Are you gonna Taya Leone with the seagulls?
probably the one that we've had the most embittered relationship with the most. The other nicer ones, they know how I feel, but that one angry one, it's like, look, I've been mad at you this whole time because you're the one that wouldn't shush enough, but I still love you. Come here.
Oh, have a nice seagull cuddle before you get smacked by a wave.
Mm-hmm.
And the electrical
His
storm
little
be
beak
over.
is just scratching my neck in that perfect spot that I can't ever get.
Oh, it's good. I'm glad you two finally put up your differences and did that. So.
You know, it's just, again, we're letting go. We're letting go of all that past, all that stress, all that unnecessary, negativity. Like, hey, man, it's all love. At the end of the day, because we're all about to die, it's all love.
But if this wasn't happening, I'd still hate him.
Be back to making them shush.
Yeah. Hey, so what's your first pick?
But I'm going to start everything off with a comedy, and it's one of my favorites, and it's Blazing Saddles.
Oh, my gosh. I was thinking Mel Brooks, too.
Yeah. It's although for me, other films of his I love more, but Blazing Saddles was one of the first comedies like I sat down with my father and watched, and I've never heard him laugh so hard in all of his life. That and Airplane, like the two big ones. And we're always finding some way, shape, and form to quote this movie and to watch it and kind of have that reminiscent of my childhood, but also just laugh and laugh. Like Cleavon Little and Gene Wilder play off of each other so well, and they couldn't be more perfectly cast in this film. And it's uproarious, and it's just at times it's so funny. Like even the littlest things, like when they're going across the desert and there's a toll booth, and they're like, we better go back to town. And you're like, why don't you just go around it? But the absurdity of it's like, well, we have to go back. And then you get some of the fourth wall stuff going on, but it's such a good movie. It's such a good movie. It's funny.
And Madeline Kahn too.
Funny.
I was just watching clips of Madeline Kahn and young Frankenstein, and just she's perfection in that movie. And you know what's nice? You know what this is a perfect pick is you're not doing like the 40-Year-Old Virgin, the Judd Apatowian thing that's like a love story, blah blah blah, too long. Right. This is just gags, and there's nothing really that could bring you down. It's all up. It's all hype. It's all fun. Yeah. There's some all-timer gags. Horses get punched.
I mean, they punched the hell out of that horse. Just unnecessarily.
And he shot me in the butt. Isn't that what it was?
We have this thing where someone will just mumble and like, hey, what did you say? And they're like, they said the sheriff is near. Like just little one-offs. And the thing is, a lot of the humor, like it's not like mean humor. You know what I mean? There's some movies where it's like you look like, and then you take a celebrity and then something negative and then put it together. You know what I mean? Almost like a roulette wheel. And it's like Robin Williams, Knuckles, and whatever. Instead, it's just like, you know what I mean? Like they have brand names on saddlebags. They have just like the lines of people when they're lining up to get their badges and everything. Like just it just brings a smile to my face thinking about how just goofy it is at times.
That makes me happy too, because there are those movies. I don't want to bag on the movie, but there's a movie where the entire film is a guy saying rude things and another guy going, well, that's not nice. Well, that's not politically correct. And you're just going,
yeah. This like, where's the ups and downs?
You know what I love too is I say this a lot on the podcast, but they wrote that toll booth line and then they built the toll booth and put it in the middle of nowhere. That's what makes me happy. You have some good fart jokes in there.
Great fart jokes.
I love that pick. What a great pick.
And then Harvey Korman, beyond underrated.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
And just constantly correcting people whenever they mispronounce his name. Headley. Just I
was thinking about his other movies too, Spaceballs, even Dracula Dead and Loving It. It's a raspberry. I asked Megan that question, the 3 movies, and she said Robin Hood Men in Tights.
That's another good one.
I've learned about Mel Brooks movies. They have the deepest bench. Like if you did which director has the deepest bench of supporting characters? And you put Mel Brooks would be in the conversation of having the deepest bench. Like, sir, we ain't found, and just everybody knocks it out of the park. Even the extras are just on in these movies.
Yeah. And even movies that don't hit as hard when you look at 12 Chairs or a movie that people don't give enough credit to, High Anxiety.
Oh, yeah.
There is a gag in High Anxiety. I nearly passed out from laughing so hard. I've never laughed so hard at a gag in any – like I started about being able to breathe. My mother came rushing in wondering if I was okay, and I'm pointing like I can't even say the words. Tears are coming into my eyes. I'm pointing at the screen, and I replay it so she can watch it, and she's just like, oh, okay. Like it just it broke my heart a little bit, but it's still, to this day, I think of it and I can't stop smiling. But
I just busted out my Mel Brooks
I have that same
Blu-ray
box set.
Yeah. This was big news when it came out.
I love it so much because it reintroduced me to Young Frankenstein and History of the World and some of these other ones that, you hadn't, because everybody thinks the big three, right? Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs, and then Robin Hood Men in Tights. But then you have all these other ones too, and it's like, oh yeah. And then you got to think too, in a weird way, he wrote Elephant Man. David Lynch might have directed it, but Mel Brooks wrote it. Like, how crazy is that?
He's the best.
He is the best.
It was annoying that Dracula Dead and Loving It wasn't on that thing, so I had to go buy it separately. But I still think there's some gags in Dracula Dead and Loving It that slay. I don't care. That movie does not suck. Okay. So, oh man, that just got me thinking about the movie. Oh no, I don't even want to bring it up. I'm sticking with my choices.
Okay.
This one's pretty serious. And I've already gone serious, and I'm even going more serious. But we've talked about this movie before, and it features our boy PG in it, Paul Giamatti, or Pauly G, or Pauly Gia, or Marty Paul, or Laup Itam Egg. Is that his name backwards? But yeah, it's.
Hey, I'm walking beside you on this pier.
I'm just going here. I'm just. Listen, I bury bits into the ground. I'm like the letter Kenny of podcast hosts. So
that's a Texas size 10-4.
Yeah, oh man. Wait, to be fair,
allegedly.
Yeah. Oh man, get some pumpers. But it's, oh gosh, okay, this is it. But I have never been more immersed in the cinema in my life. Now, I think watching the New World was an amazing experience. I remember watching Murder Ball, Man on Wire, Elephant, Grizzly Man. I remember being immersed in those movies. Two Towers, just being in another world. But there's one movie that really, like, for a little while, I didn't know, like, I felt like I was in that theater. I really did. And it's The Truman Show, 1998. And, yeah. I mean, listen, it's quite dour, yes. And but, I mean, something terrible is about to happen, Nick. And if I could just, I can't go outside. I can't go look at the sunset because lightning will hit me. And that bird is still alive. But, like, lightning will hit me. Like, so I'm stuck inside my thing. Like, I don't want to, there's no one to play chess with. The turtle lost a lot and he left. Like, he's all mad at me, so he won't play chess. So it's this movie, and I just want to get immersed in it. And also, too, at the end when he survives the storm and he crashes into the wall and he walks into sort of nothingness, the world, that kind of, you don't see it. So I feel like that's sort of what I'm thinking my journey is going to be. I'm going to be, I could be in a big reality show. I mean, we've been on this really well-stocked island for several years now, so who knows if people are watching. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad. You saw some weird stuff. But
they're the ones that decide what's getting dropped on that plane randomly.
Yeah, exactly.
They vote on it. They tweet.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, it's all a hashtag campaign. They're like hashtag pudding for the island. And all of a sudden it's like, where did all of this pudding come from?
Hey, wait. Is that why the Hermit's always flashing products? Oh,
could
no.
be.
We've been Truman showed.
The pour-overs and the coffees and the jock jams.
I even said 90s are hot right now. I even said Nespresso earlier.
You did. See? It's in your mind. Remember originally we're stocking it with Coke Zero in the fridge?
Yes.
See?
Oh, man. We're listening to albums.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Yeah.
So, yeah, watching Truman Show while having my entire life filmed on an island is, but, like, I don't know about you, but when you watch this movie, I just felt very, very, it just immersed me. I can't think of the last time where a movie has just swallowed me whole and
you're just in it.
I felt like I was on that boat. Like, I really did. And just Laura Linney is absolute perfection in it. Like, I know that Ed Harris got the Oscar nomination, but Laura Linney, man, Jim Carrey, even Noah Emmerich and Natasha McElhone, when she's looking at the TV just smiling, like, that's great staring at a TV screen work.
Yeah.
And it's just, I want to be immersed. I want to be immersed. And I just want to spend more time with Paul Gia.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
That's the real question.
I mean, it was either this or Safe Men or San Andreas, but I don't want to watch Dwayne Johnson steal a helicopter from the LA people and then save his family.
Yeah, because then it's like, where are you going? Hey.
Don't leave Giamatti. So yeah.
Come back.
But yeah, I just want to get lost. That's what it is. I just want to get lost in a role and sort of forget about the meteor, forget about the aliens, forget about all the product placement, forget about this delicious mac and cheese that's only $7.99 at Aldi. Wait, what? They did it to me.
Second.
Yeah, it's. But yeah, that's it. I love this movie, so that's my pick.
It's so funny that you touch on, what you think is going to happen after the meteor and stuff like that, because not this pick, but my next pick covers that line of thinking and covers that immersion. So I think it's really wild that I'm going to take a handful of your reasonings and put it towards that movie.
Oh.
But not this pick, because this pick, the second one I would watch, you got your comedy, the sun. We're getting ready to set, so it's going to set while this movie is playing, and I think it's going to be really nice. I'm going to watch The Godfather Part 2.
Wow.
Yeah. I was really torn between, this is going to be a weird combo, that and Scarface, because I love Scarface. But there's something about The Godfather Part 2, how you're watching someone come from nothing to something, and then someone who's kind of on that other side. Like, it could really go either way. It could go well or it could not go well. Just the family dynamics, everything that's involved. There's so much happening within that movie. It's filmed so well. There's a reason it's won so many awards and it's so highly regarded. Also kind of weird, both Blazing Saddles and The Godfather Part 2 came out in 1974.
Wow.
Yeah, that was weird. I pulled it up. I'm like, wait a second. What are the odds of that happening? But there's a beauty to this film. There's a love to this film. It's truly an epic. Like truly an epic, and one of the rare instances, and people have talked about it to death, but it truly is one of the rare instances where the sequel is better than the original. It's Toy Story 2. There's just a lot out there where you're in it. It's Pacino, it's De Niro, and it's all those supporting characters and the people around it too. And that build, even that last final scene in the film where they actually flash back to when they're sitting at the table and he's about to tell his family and his father that, hey, I'm actually going off to war. There's something about these little things in there. It's the nuances. It's the subtleties. It's the little things that they're able to pull out of those performances. And I just absolutely love it.
It's one of the last movies to use Technicolor too. So it's just rich looking. It's,
So
rich. The sets they built, the costume design, De Niro, so I think I watched Godfather 2 before I was a cinephile. Like growing up, I always watched movies. I had the Columbia House, I had the VHS tapes, so I rented kind of what was in the now. Like, Ex-Teen and Blank Man, awesome. Like I was like, sweet, what's this? Relic, awesome. Anaconda, yeah, I'll go see Anaconda.
I'm there.
So, like I loved movies, but I was more current. Like I liked watching kind of modern cinema. But I remember when I watched Godfather and Godfather 2, I was quite young. I wouldn't say I had that sort of turn to being like I was going to work in film for the rest of my life, make my money with film. And I remember watching Godfather 2 and I just remember going, this is a movie. I love Godfather, but Godfather 2 specifically, watching De Niro in that movie, I was like, he's the best part of this film. I was like, I like this more than Godfather. And I just felt this is something very special. This is a movie. But it's kind of cool when you're younger and you have those realizations.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You just
this is going to be a really bit of a tangent and kind of weird. Linkin Park's Meteora, right? The first track, it's kind of that industrial, and then it just goes right into the next track, right? There's no stops. It's just boom, you're into the next one. And I'm like, can they do that on an album? Like, can they just keep going without stopping? And that's when I start chasing that kind of thing. And I'm like, oh, Pink Floyd exists. It is a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, the Beatles exist. It is a thing. So it's like you said, finding that modern thing, but then taking a step back and seeing how it's applied elsewhere and how in some instances it's done really well. Some instances, yeah, not so great. But like you said, like there's just some things in here that are just the performances alone. Like Pacino when he's having the fight with Diane Keaton.
Oh.
And she mentions, that she had a medical procedure performed, and the intensity in his eyes and just you get goosebumps thinking about something like that. And it's just such an intense performance and how they're going back between the present and the past. And there's just so much good about it.
So much good about the film. I love that you went back to 74. I've been in the 90s and I've been in 2007, so I'm still quite modern. But no, I love that pick. And you know what's crazy? You had both movies in 74?
Yep.
So Darjeeling Limited and Truman Show are both 103 minutes long. So I picked two movies that are the exact same length, running time.
What?
Yeah.
Huh.
And you know what's even crazier? I had a third movie locked in. And when I checked the running times, I was like, wow, my third movie, no lie, 103 minutes. I picked 3 movies without checking that were 103 minutes long.
Get out of here.
No, dead serious. It was crazy. But I was like, this is too much matching. I'm going to switch it up. And my third pick, I had to find a jet ski. I had to. We've had jet ski talks, and I narrowed it down. I thought maybe like Piranha 3D could be fun because it's just total trash, and it's just gratuity over gratuity. But it gets too nasty, and like I just don't want that. Like I don't want to go there. And then I started thinking about, which was my third pick, The Expendables 2. So I had excellent action film, right? You have Scott Adkins, you have Jean-Claude Van Damme, you have jet skis, you have Jason Statham first fighting Scott Adkins, you have Sylvester Stallone fighting Jean-Claude Van Damme, you have a humdinger of an action scene in the beginning, you have the airport action scene, you have Arnold Schwarzenegger, you have Chuck Norris. I just thought this is a beautiful way to end my night because I probably had some of my whiskey, I'm probably caffeinated, I'm probably kind of tired, so I don't want to invest in anything huge. And so I did a quick look through, and I also thought about maybe getting Black Dynamite. I also thought about Being There. I also thought about Doctor Strange. I like briefly considered Rear Window. I don't know why, but I just love that movie. So I was like, well, I should do that. Then I figured about Naked Gun. Then I thought about New World. Then I thought about Coffee and Cigarettes. Then I did The Raid. I thought about, should I do Star Wars? Like
Raid is a good one.
I like went a lot, but then I just during my research today, this is crazy, but I like to gamble. Like I'm a little bit, I've picked 2 serious movies, so I thought to myself, what's a movie that I only know scenes of that have a jet ski? So this list brought me to Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life.
Okay.
And then I learned that in the first 15 minutes I watched, there is a jet ski scene, there's a treasure hunt, and she punches a shark in the face. The shark goes, ugh, and then gives it a ride to the surface. That's in the first 15 minutes. And you know my mark list. It fulfills 2 of the 3 mark criteria in the first 15 minutes. If they had a catapult, it'd be a perfect film. It would join Waterworld. So underwater shenanigans, sharks, anything with a treasure hunt, I'll watch. Like I don't even, every time I watch Sahara, I realize I don't like it, but I watch it again because there's a treasure hunt. So I was like, you know what? I haven't seen this whole movie. I know that she goes to the Great Wall of China. That was on my bucket list. I was able to see it. It was awesome. So like she goes there. I love that. It has Jerry Butler in it. It has Jaimin Hunsu in it. And Jan de Bont directed it. I haven't really seen it, but I know there's jet skis in it. So I'm going to end my night with a wild card. I was thinking about, I really want to do Everybody Wants Some, but by now I know that movie beat by beat.
That is a good one. That's a truly underrated film.
Wildly underrated. It's so good.
There's another scene in that movie that I just had just in tears laughing, and I think it was like they're putting on cologne or something in the bathroom. It's this little like throwaway thing, and it hit me so hard. I lost it.
Who puts a cat in
I absolutely lost it.
I wanted a hangout picture. I really did. I was really thinking about like a hangout picture. But there's that kind of that love story at the end with Zoe Deutsch, and she's awesome in it. Like to ask an actor to come into a movie 2/3 of the way in and take time away from Glenn Powell and Wyatt Russell, people who are just on fire, and be likable. Like Zoe Deutsch is perfect in that scene. So I love that movie. I adore that movie. Megan picked it. She picked Everybody Wants Some, Robin Hood Men Tights, and something else. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to gamble. And I think I'm just going to put on Lara Croft Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life. I don't know why. It felt good. I just felt, you know what? I don't really know how this movie's going to end. So it's kind of fun to watch something that you don't really know. And it's probably not that good, but who cares? Mark Hoffmeyer.
It's what... Because the point of this list isn't to be like, let me get some cred and throw out like a David Lynch film or a Paul Thomas Anderson film, or, like you said earlier, kind of pick something ironically, or just pick something to be like, oh, like that's a real deep cut. Like, I can't believe he picked, Wrong by Quentin Dupieux or something like, insane. So, I mean, to have something fun like that, like that's the whole point. Like, it's the end. You're enjoying it. I'm sure the Gulls are getting a kick out of it. And like you said, it's cross treasure hunts, Jesse. It's checking a lot of boxes. If it's in the Mark Tyrion collection, what spine number is it? Is it in the top 10? Is it one of the first 20? Because
Well,
I'm sure number one with the Bullet's Deep Blue Sea. That's getting a 4K transfer, director approved, everything.
so I'm based on the Mark criteria of cinema, which is I need catapults,
Mm-hmm.
I need sea monsters, and I need jet skis.
Mhm.
The top tier for me would be Deep Blue Sea, Deep Rising, Waterworld, Kingdom of Heaven because it has an absurd amount of trebuchet work and catapult work. I would put Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies because there's a cave troll, which I count as a sea beast. It's just a monster. I love trolls. My list fluctuates. It's weird. It's very pliable. So then, but there's a cave troll with a catapult on its back, which
I think I remember that.
yeah. And so I remember seeing that and going, A plus, like this movie, A plus. That's it. Now, so I have those. I would definitely put Lara Croft on top tier. Man, yeah. I mean, for some reason, I just want being there. It fulfills none of my criteria, but I just adore it. I'm just going it from the hip right here. Probably Hard Boiled, Ernest Scared Stupid. I'll say that's it.
Mark, do you have a camera somewhere in my house? Because I wanted to rewatch the Hobbit films because everybody kind of gives them guff and looks down upon them. And I'm like, I'm going to rewatch and see tonight. I'm going to be watching Battle of the Five Armies because that's the last one I have to watch. And here you are bringing it up.
Oh man. So I just been watching your show because everyone's filming it. It's on Netflix. Nicholas Rehack, My Life, Chapter 2, Verse 3. The Awakening. Don't stop
it's
now.
It's not that good, but I like it.
Wait, okay. Are you gonna do the director's cut of Battle of Five Armies?
I've just been doing the theatrical cuts.
Okay.
Because those are free on Amazon Prime. The other ones you got to pay for.
Got it. No, you're right. You're right. Because that director's cut features some awesome battles. There's a troll that somehow got its arms cut off, and they inserted chains with big spikes at the end. And it's just running at people trying to slam metal balls on people with chains from its arms.
Shit. Ugh.
But listen, you know what? Dave Tattersall shot this movie. I mean, this is the guy who he shot The Matador. I love that movie. But he did Con Air. He did all the Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones. He did Die Another Day. This is Speed Racer. This guy knows how to shoot a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I like Dave Tattersall. I like his style. So
he puts the right amount of shine on those balls.
He also shot Theodore Rex. He puts shine on those balls. But yeah, no, it's yeah, I think I would do. And my fifth pick was also a movie called France, which I just want to rewatch. So I put that one on there. I almost predict because I remember that movie really. I need to watch it again. So yeah, that was it. But I'm ending my list. I want people to read this. Hey, Hoffmeyer, we found his list. It's in a time capsule 3 billion years later. And people are like, what did he watch? I love that people know our language and what did he watch? But then they're like, oh yeah, he watched. Let's see, what was his list? I already forgot. He did Darjeeling Limited. He did Truman Show, and then he did Tomb Raider. Lara Croft.
Tomb Raider,
The Cradle of Life.
What's a Tomb Raider?
Is there jet skis? Is it a jet ski if it floats above the water? No. Then it's a hovercraft. It's not a jet ski.
Come on, Larry, you idiot. God. You say things without even thinking sometimes.
Gosh. Yeah, so that's it. Those are my three. It's really weird, but sometimes you just gotta go with what your gut tells you.
You got to.
I'm excited for your third pick here.
My third pick is the Blazing Saddles came to me immediately for this list. Immediately. This one came next immediately, which is surprising because right now in this stage of my life, my favorite film, number one with a bullet, is The Shining. But I didn't pick The Shining. Instead, I picked 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Whoa.
Because by now, after watching The Godfather, it's nighttime, right? Stars are out, and we're watching the beginning of the end of humanity as it's about to happen. You know what I mean? We see birth and we see life and we see the advent of technology and machinery and where that takes us. And then, of course, we go to the great beyond. So the way you're talking about Truman Show and how he goes on to the nothingness and what's going to happen next, I'm thinking I'm going to go on my own little journey and I'm going to end up in a human zoo and celestial beings are going to watch me. That's what happens when the meteor hits, man.
Oh, it's great lip reading in that movie.
Great lip reading in that movie. And wonderful heavy breathing in that movie, too. A plus heavy breathing. I remember when they did the 4K re-release, I went and saw it at the Alamo Draft House, and I brought the wife with me. She had never seen it before.
Wow.
And I'm like, this is 2.5 hours. That's a bit of a commitment to get started. And I forgot about how much breathing happens. And a couple minutes into that, she's like, are they going to stop breathing at some point? I'm like, no, if they do that, they're going to die. She was like, you know what I'm talking about.
You know what I mean. Oh, man. No, it's not, you know what? Because that's such an immersive film, and it transports you. I mean, that's what Kubrick movies do. They put you in that world. I remember I watched Dr. Strangelove my senior year of high school, and I got totally immersed in it between the payphone scene and just Peter Sellers putting in Oscar-winning work with that. Peter Sellers didn't win an Oscar for that movie,
which is absurd.
Dimitri, can you turn the phone down, please? Or can you turn the music down, please?
And what's really wild is, as dark as Space Odyssey is, I mean, literally, it's in space, it's dark, it's so vibrant. You know what I mean? The red spacesuit, the yellow spacesuit, when he's going through Hal's brain, and the red's just eking through, like in the hutch, overlooking the lagoon, the stars are out, the way the lights are gonna hit you and illuminate everything, the gulls, they're gonna be just loving it. Like it's gonna be outstanding.
Man, you got an excellent night going on here. This is great. My movies are going to be over before yours. If the Lightning Storm lets up, I might just come over there. I could probably watch almost all of 2001. I picked a bunch of short movies.
Well, and here's the other thing, too. Am I going to watch them in time? What if I don't get to finish? All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, hey, I forgot about the apes. Oh, no.
Fast forward. Like you going 2-time FF, and like it's like, ah. Oh, man.
But,
I love it. You ended with Kubrick, and I ended it with Jolie punching a roaring shark in the nose and then whining.
And here we are. Well, I mean, if you think of it, the apes, they're punching different animals in the nose.
You're right.
So either way, someone's getting punched in the nose.
One of the all-time great transitions, too. Come on now.
One of the most amazing.
Come on now.
What a jump, huh? What a jump.
Oh, I love – these are good picks. This was fun. This pushed me. And I ended up picking Tomb Raider 2, which I haven't really seen all of.
Yeah, but that's just you. That shows you that, A, you're up for anything. B, even when you're facing the unknown, you're like, well, let's just have fun and let's experience something that either I don't know well or I haven't done yet.
Yeah.
You go through the familiar and you're like, you know what? I don't know what's happening next, and I don't know what's happening next in Lara Croft Tomb Raider, Cradle of Earth, whatever it's called. I already forgot what it's called. But that's perfectly like that. This couldn't be any more you and delightful and perfect.
Yeah, man. This was great, dude. This was fun. I'm glad we did it.
Yes, it was.
I feel good. And I don't know why, but I let out a random Mark Hoffmeyer earlier, and I'm very proud of it. So.
Hey, you got to.
But hey, man, this was great.
Good show.
This was great. Anything you want to promote before we get out of here?
Yeah, real quick. I'm on 2 episodes of the Exploding Helicopter podcast. We talked about Gareth Edwards' 2014 Godzilla film, and we also touched on 1997's Shadow Conspiracy. Those were a lot of fun to talk about, and when you get a chance, go out and give those a listen.
That's a great show. I was on the Exploding Jet Ski episode, and he kept me in check. I respect other people's rules, though. He was very upfront with me about his rules, and I said, I will follow that. I still think we had a good time. We had a good time talking about that. So I love his show. What a great idea. Every time I see his posts, I smile. Like I legitimately smile every time I see Exploding Helicopter. Makes me very happy.
And I'm always excited when it happens in the movie because I'm like, okay, I kind of want to research to know what type of helicopter that is. But he's always got that research, and Will's always ready to go with that. And that's when you know it's not just like a bit. Like it's truly like, this is what I'm into, and here's what I'm sharing with you.
Yeah, no, it's a good show. I love it. We had a good time. He was on, he talked about exploding helicopters on Deep Blue Sea, the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so for me, I just want to say thank you to everybody in Ireland. I was number 1 there, y'all. So thank you. We were number 1 there, the MFF podcast. So thank you for getting us to number 1. Also, Vietnam, we were just 7. Taiwan, we were 2. So we've just been, I don't know what's going on. Canada 7. So the show has been cruising, and there's like 2.5 million podcasts out there. There's celebrities with podcasts. There's websites, big websites with podcasts, TV stations. Like every single show has a recap. Like it's so saturated out there. Our world's so saturated with entertainment that I just really appreciate everyone taking their time to listen to the show. Like I really, like I I'm honored by it. Like, it's cool. I think it's awesome. So thank you for listening, and I really appreciate it. If you're ever bored and you just want to, I don't think I've ever said this, but yeah, just rate, review, and subscribe. Like, find somewhere, promote it, share it. It's doing well. So, but this is good. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, man.
All right. So for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, for Nicholas Rehack, this is Movie Stones and Flicks. We'll see you next week.